everyone, how are you this Thursday afternoon? I am coming to you in the middle of the day, but I wanted to show you our lashes. So many people have sent me messages asking, well, what's the best kind to start with? Or what's the most dramatic? Or give me this or give me that, like asking various things. So I figured I'd just come live and share with you each of the lashes and give you a little more detail, because my inbox has been filled with questions every day about, which lash is best for them. So why not share it with you? If you don't know who I am Jennifer Stroman, and hashtag Glitter CEO. I absolutely love anything that is magical, glitter, unicorns, rainbows, anything magical and out there I love. Obviously, like, my favorite colors are pink and black. Like, I love this stuff. So let's get into lashes. So the first one that I want to show you is Mina. Mina is actually our smallest lash right now, or the less volume lash right now. It's very similar to your normal lashes, but has a little step up. So on the scale from 1 to 10, this would probably be a 2. So you have your natural lashes would be a 1, and then we have a step up, which is 2. And those are our Minas. So our Minas, I'll show you up close. So our Minas are actually our silk. I'm gonna look at my notes for exact specs, but they are, the inner lash is 7 millimeters, the center lash is 12, the outer lash is 7, so it kind of gets a little longer in the center and then gets shorter on the ends. This obviously has, well, I say obviously, you don't know, but it has a flexible cotton band, which is awesome, and the whole length is 37 millimeters. So you can use these about 5 times. You can actually use them more if you take care of them. So let me show you sideways. You can just see, there you go. It's just a little bit of lash. It's just a little bit darker and a little bit of lash. And of course, if they didn't fit your eyes, you can always trim them. I use a little pair of scissors to trim. Always trim from the inside and then go out, but then you can just adjust them because some people have smaller eyes. So these are the Minas, they're silk, and those would be like your start if you are not, hey, how are you? If you're not used to wearing lashes. If you're catching me on the replay, now's a good time to comment replay below. And if you're watching me live, tell me hello. So Mina would be like the first step. But like I said, on a scale from 1 to 5, it'd be a 2. Okay, so 1 would be your natural, and then Mina would be a 2. So another step up, and actually I kind of agree and don't agree. Well, I do agree with this. This would be about a 3. So Minas are a 2. One more step up would be a 3. And for me, this is going to be like you put on several coats of mascara, you want your eyes to pop kind of thing, but you don't want to be dramatic. Then you would go with Mist. These are also silk, and these are, the inner is 5, the outer is 7, and the center is 13 millimeters. So they are a little bit different. I'll show you. Here we go. So these are our Mist. These are like one of my #1 sellers. So these are silk also, so they just have like 1 layer, okay? And again, flexible cotton band. The whole length is 31 millimeters. So these are another pair of silk, and these would be like your #3. On a scale from 1 to 5, they'd be right in the middle. And that is your Mist. Now, I wear these quite often, and they make me look like I have a natural eye. Now, Mina is really good for those with small eyes, or like the certain, if you have just one lid, you don't really have a whole big lid, then Mina would be good. But Mist is really good for your, like, I have a hooded eye, so like your hooded eyes, but to make it look natural. So that would be Mist. If you're just hopping in, let me know where you're watching from. So this is Mist. That would be your step 2. So you've got Mina, your little bitties, which is like a #2 on a scale from 1 to 5. Here's a #3 on a scale from 1 to 5. And then the last silk ones that we have are Gigi. So Gigi, if you look at Mist, I already put Mist back in the container, but Mist and Gigi are a little bit similar, except Gigi is a step up and Gigi is way more structured. Do you see that? So this is Mist, this is Gigi. Okay, Gigi's a little bit longer, 6 on the inner and 14 in the center, okay, millimeters. And same thing, flexible cotton, and the length is 32, so it's a little bit bigger, so that's the difference between the Miss and Gigi. But Miss, like I said, is like a number 3 on a scale from 1 to 5. This is going to be a step up. It's going to be a 4. I can't get that back on. So these are a little bit more dramatic if you want just the regular size. So again, it's just 1 layer, so you see that, silk. And the band is super, like, ultra thin for your silk lashes. So if you have trouble putting on lashes, these are your beginners. These are your good go-to. The band is very thin, it's very flexible, it's very easy to work with, and they're not too dramatic, okay? If you wanted dramatic but you still want simple, go with your Gigi's. So those are our silk lashes. Now, who wants some Va Va Voom lashes? You ready to see those? I'm sure you are. Who is ready to see those? Let me know where you're hopping in and watching from. And let's see, throw me up some hearts if you're ready to see the Va Va Voom ones. While I'm getting those ready, I'll show you our applicator. Our applicator is amazing. I love it. It is metal. It's very comfortable in the hand. I love that you grip it quite nicely. I like that it's wider, it's thicker. So let me show you. I'll pull one of them. When you get lashes at a, if you go to a drugstore and you get lashes, you get these little plastic applicators sometimes with them, right? So this is what it would come with, and it's little bitty. It's little bitty, and it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to hold, and they're plastic tweezers, and it's kind of curved, but there's not really a whole lot. So let me put this next to this in my hand, and you can see there's a big difference. Okay, so this actually goes quite nicely with the lash, and I'm going to show you in just a second what I mean by that, but it's a big difference. And I love that this is like where I can actually hold, and then it's also good for the tweezers because it is wider on the end. Before I would have to use an applicator and then pull out tweezers and try to adjust. This, I don't need that. I can adjust, I can do what I need to with this. So I'll show you how to use this with these lashes. This is our next step up. These are our Faux Mink. If you're just hopping in, let me know that you're here. And so this is going to be 6 and 6 on the ends and 17 in the center. So it's bigger in the center. These are fluffy. The Faux Mink are like, I don't know, they're just fluffy. I love them. So this one's got a flexible cotton also, and these are 36 across. But do you see, like, I'll show you Gigi. Let me show you. So Gigi's structured and silk, but this, Priya, they're kind of flowy and flary, right? And they actually are like a 3D. Do you see that? Like, they're layered. They have like multiple layers to them. Can you see that? Let me know that you can see that. Throw me up some hearts. So it's very fluffy. It's very airy. So your silk are a little more, even though they're easier, the band is thinner, and they are good for beginners. Your Faux Mink are like a little bit more natural, and they have a little more pop, and they're just, oh, I love them. So this is what I have on today. These are Priya. So if you want to see mine, here's Priya. So, I mean, they're not too bad, especially with my hooded eye, right? Like, it's not too dramatic, but they're very, very pretty. And that's your up close. So those are your Faux Mink. It makes it just look a little more natural with a little more umph to it. So there is your Priya. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to take the Priya off to show you what I mean about the applicators. Let me take one of these lashes off for you. Okay, so I've got my lash. This applicator, I'll show you, is very easy to use with the lash because it actually grips a lot easier. Okay, so if you had the little one, you're trying to come in, what did I do with the little one? I lost the little one, there it is. If you're trying to come in, you gotta like scoop it just right, and let me see if I can hold my hand up. Okay, so you'd have to like scoop it just right. It's not gonna work for you. It's hard to hold it with this, that's all I gotta say. And there's other ones that are similar, but it's just always hard to hold. So this is very easy to manage, and I love the applicator. So, and then you can see a little easier how fluffy they are. So that is what I have on. Priya. Love Priya. So of my Faux Mink, that's probably my more popular. So of my silk, it's the Miss tends to get sold a lot easier because it's kind of right in the middle, because Miss is about a 3 and people like the simple. This band is a little bit thicker, but it's not ultra thick. So some of you, if you've ever used any Mink or Faux Mink lashes before, the band is usually really, really thick. This is not. This is pretty thin. So there is the Priya. That's what I have on. Okay, so this would be, on a scale from 1 to 5, it would be a 4. Okay, not all the way dramatic, but a 4. So let's go on to the next one is going to be, and I only have 2 more, so hang in there with me. This one actually, I gotta go back and forth with this one because everyone loves this. When they see this on me, they compliment me, but sometimes I think it's a little too much, but I still love it. And Erica, I would say is a 4, sometimes maybe even a 5. So here's Erica. Erica is a little bit different than the others. This one is 8 on the inside and then 14 in the center and on the end. So they kind of flare out. It's smaller on the inside. The band, of course, is the flexible cotton. It's 36 all the way, 36 millimeters all the way. And this is also our faux mink, but I love that it does have that like the kind of a wispy and fans out. So I had these on in my coffee photo, if you saw, or my wine photo, coffee, no, I was drinking wine. My wine photo where I had that because it flares out. So on my, because I have a hooded eye, it's about like this on the inside, but on the outside, it almost touches my brows because it flares out. So those who have bigger eyes, these would be perfect. And those who want like major dramatic, these would be it. So these do have that nice flare additive to them, and this would be like a 4. Okay, so on a scale from 1 to 5, it'd be a 4. And then our last pair of lashes, and I'm also going to show you the glue. Actually, let's show you the glue and then I'll show you the last ones. And the last ones are like the mama of all lashes right now, and it is our big one, our number 5 for now. For now, and I'll explain. So our lash adhesive is super sensitive. I can't even speak. It's super amazing for sensitive eyes, okay? It's latex free. And what I like about it is that it's gentle. So you can peel your lash off and it doesn't harm your eyes. There are some things that you have to, if you've never done lashes before, you do have to make sure that you're not putting it on the lashes, that you're not too close to the lash line. I mean, there's all these little tricks that you'll learn as you're putting them on to avoid like trying to rip lashes out and things like that. But this should not do that. I've never had it do that. The glue that I swore by before using this glue sometimes ripped out lashes, but it was like mega strong, so I always used it. This is super strong. I feel like it's stronger than the glue I used to use. However, it is gentle and comes off very easily. So it does have like a little brush, and that's like the glue I used to use had a brush too. So it's like almost like a nail polish. And you put a very thin layer on your lash, and it goes on a blue iridescent color, and then you just peel it off. What am I talking about? I'm not talking about peeling it off. It goes on as a blue iridescent color, and when it dries, it's kind of clear, and that's when it gets tacky. That's when you're going to apply it. So if you got a lash and you put it on there, it's kind of a blue iridescent. Actually, how about I grab a lash and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So let me grab one that here's a Gigi, one of mine, so I can play with it. So I've got a Gigi out, and if you're going to put this on, okay, you're going to put it, and these need to be cleaned. They're dirty. They need to be cleaned. But if you're going to put this on here, okay, you put very little. I can't see what I'm doing. I'm going to show you just the glue. So you put a little bit on, and it's blue. You see that? So if I let this sit here, normally I fan it. I have a fan that's usually under where I do my makeup, and so I always have it on, and I just kind of put it down there and let it air dry, kind of dry a little bit in front of the fan. So as this dries, it will get a little bit clear, and that's whenever it's tacky and it's ready to be used. You see how it's kind of changing the color? It's slowly not blue anymore. So as it goes away, and you'll see that it's basically clear, that's when it's tacky, that's when you're ready to apply. So I like that it does that because it's easier for you to understand like when it's time to put it on your lash. And if you put it on when it's still blue, I'm putting my lash back. If you put it on when it's still blue, then it will slide, it'll slip around, and it won't stick quite the way you want it to, and you'll start like hating putting on lashes. So just avoid that, let it get tacky, and then apply. So you ready for the big one, the last one? This is number 6. We have 6 lashes currently, and this one is a 5 on a scale from 1 to 5. So these are our rosy. They are 10 on the inside, 16 in the middle, and they are 36 millimeters long. and flexible cotton bands. So here are our Rosie. They are the 3D, they are the faux mink, so they do have lots and lots of layers. You see that? Can you see that? Trying to make sure it's very fluffy. So the Priya, which is what I have on, I'll show you again. Here's Priya and here's Rosie. There is a difference. So Priya is what I have on, and Rosie is like way dramatic. Okay, so this would be 4 and this is number 5. So these are poppin' faux mink lashes right here. So Rosie is our big guns, okay? So I love that it's the 3D and fluffy, but these are like if you really want dramatic. Maybe you're doing something on a video, or you're doing photos. This is definitely what I like for dramatic. And if you are in dance or any kind of gymnastics or anything that you've got to have those lashes, then you're going to be able to be seen with the Rosie. So Rosie are the biggest ones. No, Steph, they are not. So, and hey, how are you? I miss you. These are the big guns, and right now we currently have 6. We will expand, so we're not going to just stop here, but these are the 6 that we have currently. So if you want a beginner, you're going to look for the Mina or Miss, depending on whether or not you want a little more dramatic or you want them to be natural. And then you get into your faux mink and you're talking like pop pop. And so these again are like a 4 on a scale of 1 to 5, and these are Priya. So those are our lashes. I hope that this was informative for you and you got something out of it. Please share if you'd like to share. And if you would like to order some lashes, of course, contact either your a representative or your brand ambassador, or message me. I have no problem helping you if you're my friend. So I hope you have an amazing Thursday, and we will talk soon. Bye for now.